Bridgewater-Raynham gets the win here over Winchester tonight. They're going back to the Division I Elite Eight. I'm here with Cam Santos. Cam, always great winning a playoff game, and it's always great doing it at home. How does it feel doing it tonight?
Obviously, it feels great. You know, big crowd came out. You know, just come to support the school. You know, our football team couldn't do it, so you know, it's our turn to win the championship.
You guys knew this Winchester side. They pulled off the upset in their round of 32 game. You knew they were going to come in with a lot of energy and intention tonight. What was the mindset going into the game for you guys?
I mean, the mindset is just don't let your foot off the gas. You feel like once we start going, we can't stop. And anyone who makes the playoffs is going to be a contender for the championship. So once we get going, we can't stop.
Let's talk about Logan Tripp coming off of the bench in the second quarter. Right off the bench, right away, probably within 30 seconds, back-to-back threes. Timeout got called by Winchester. How big was that shift of momentum for you guys in the first half?
You know, it was a huge shift of momentum. He's a great energy guy. Like, every time he comes off the bench, he comes out with great energy, especially in practice, great energy, It's just great to have, the depth that we have on our team, and it honestly just feels great to have his energy.
I was just going to bring that up. You guys had 9 different scores tonight, 10 different players who had at least 1 rebound. What do you think it says about the depth of the team and the chemistry that you guys have this year?
The chemistry, we're on and off the court, off season, in season, we're always hanging with each other. So the chemistry is definitely there. And, the depth that we have is just crazy because we go at it every day in practice, and that's just what makes us better.
We've seen it a couple of times this year, but this was another one of the games where you guys got to get the bench players in at the end of the game. How important is it knowing that they get those playing reps and feel a part of the team even more, just getting that experience before they're the main guys here in the future?
Honestly, talking about the chemistry, I feel like when they score, everyone just gets happy, and it builds up the chemistry even more than it already is. And especially for them to come next year and be the main guys, they're going to already have scored. You're not going to be nervous to score, and when they come here next year, they're going to come and kill.
You brought it up earlier, and we could still see it all the way around us. The fan support, absolutely amazing tonight, especially from the student section. Just talk about the fan support tonight.
Honestly, it's great. All day in school, we were telling them to come to the game because it's going to be a good game. But, it's just great to have them behind our backs and have the support throughout the way.
We picked you as our player of the game. If you had to pick one, who would you pick and why?
Honestly, I'd pick Tripp, big energy guy. One of my main guys on the team, too, you feel me? It was just great to have him come off the bench, had that huge shift of momentum. I feel like as soon as he did that, we just had control of the whole game after that.
Final question. You guys know you have a date in the Elite Eight sometime later this weekend. You guys got bounced in the Elite Eight last year against the eventual state champions, Franklin Panthers. What's going to be the mindset? You don't get second chances often. What's going to be the mindset going into that game?
We're just going to come into the game, watch a bunch of film on whoever we face, Bishop, Freedom, or Needham. And, we're just going to watch a bunch of film, practice hard, and when we get there, we're not going to regret it. And this is our second chance, so they don't take second chances for granted. So,
Cam, thank you very much for joining. Keegan Hamblett signing off. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.